right. Welcome to the Muscle Discord cardio edition. Just on the recumbent bike here. And I thought, you know what? I didn't do my 2025 Tampa Pro predictions video. So I thought, why not do it this way? All right. So we did the Monday live show and kind of went over some of the Tampa Pro predictions, but I thought, you know what? Let me do my own predictions for this one because it is a big show, and I just didn't have time to do make a video prediction for this one. So I thought I'll just go live while I'm getting some cardio done, and maybe shoot the shit with you guys a little bit and make some predictions for the show. So everyone who is joining me right now, again, I'm just doing this as I'm on the recumbent bike, so I get out of breath a little bit. It is what it is. But I thought I would jump on here and do my predictions for the Tampa Pro because I didn't make my regular kind of pre-recorded predictions video that I normally do. It's going to be a great show. IFBB Pro Natalie Coel, am I saying that right? Colhole. Thank you for joining. Who do you got winning? This is a big show. I'm conflicted on this one. I may be a little bit biased on this one, but I don't know. So I think I'm just going to do my top 6 for this. So I think I'm going to go 6 through to first. Go backwards. So I'm just looking at, so I keep looking over here. It's because I'm looking at my monitor, my office here, and there's so many people competing that I got to keep track. And I've already thought about this. Like I said, just jumping on the recumbent bike, do my cardio, and I thought I would do my predictions this way. So in 6th place, this is a tough one because let's go through the list. So we got John De La Rosa, we got Justin Shire, got John Jewett. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay with this microphone. I don't know. Lionel Becky, Patrick Moore, Bruno Santos. We got Quinton Beastwood, Beef Sutherland. Let me change my screen now. Beef Sutherland. My screensaver just went off. Emir, Jordan Hutchinson. You got Anthony Jail. I'm saying that right? Guys, if you're joining me, I'm just getting some cardio done. I'm on the recumbent bike. So you guys are wondering what the hell I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Decided to do it this way last minute because I didn't make a predictions video. And this is a big show. So I want to make sure I get my predictions in so I can take credit for when I get it right or when I get it wrong. This is probably one of the toughest predictions of the year to make. And one of the deepest lineups as well. Mike is good. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Natalie. So Natalie has John for the win. That could happen. That could happen. But he's up against some guys with some really good structure. So I don't know. This is going to be real tough. So I listed off everyone that's competing. So I want to do my top 6. Steve has Shire for the win. Everyone in the chat, tell me who you think is going to win the show. All right. I'm going to go from sixth up to first. Yeah. Okay. So in sixth place, oh, this is tough. I can't. Actually, do top seven. There's so many. Top eight. Do top eight. There's so many guys. And going backwards, it's difficult. Kendall Harris says, "Don't like going against Eastwood. You mean Beastwood? But I have Hutchinson for the win." Yeah, that's hey, we're gonna get there with with my predictions, but that's a good one too. Yeah. Okay, so I'd say in eighth place, I'm gonna go with, because I haven't seen him in years, Lionel Becky, eighth place. He could win the show. We don't know, but we haven't seen him in years compete. And the last time he competed, he didn't look all that great. I know he's been having some health issues and some things going on. He hasn't been posting on social media. A lot of people in here want going for Jordan for the win. He looks tremendous. Okay, so in eighth place, I have Lionel Becky, probably butchering his last name. In seventh, I'm just looking over at my list here. That's why I keep looking over here. In seventh, we got Patrick Moore. We got Beef Stew. In seventh, I'm going to go with Amir Omamariak. I can't say his last name. Connie has Jordan, John, Justin, Amir, Quinton. Okay. So in eighth, I got Lionel. In seventh, I got Amir. In sixth, I got man, this is tough. Beef stew. Is that crazy to put beef in sixth? Just doing cardio, guys. If you're joining, you're wondering what I'm doing. Just on the recumbent bike. And I thought I'd get my predictions in while I do my cardio. It's a bit squeaky. So yeah, I have let me go back. I gotta keep track. Lionel in eighth, Amir in seventh. Because Patrick Moore, he looked good at the last show, but he's up against a deeper lineup at this show. I think Patrick beat Bruno as well in the last show, the Legion, or was it Cal State or something? California Pro. So people correct me if I'm wrong with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go. So Amir is in. Sorry, Lionel's in eighth. Amir's in seventh, and then in the sixth position, I'm gonna go with. It's between Beef and Patrick. I'm debating. I'm gonna go with Patrick Moore in sixth, and then I'm gonna go in fifth place. Now this is where it gets tough. I'm going to go with Bruno Santos in 5th place. Now, wait a minute. There's Justin Shire, though. Wait a minute. You know, he's got good shape. The back, he hasn't really shown any back shots. So, yeah. It's his first show back in a while. He might be a little rusty on stage with the peak. Bruno's been competing quite a bit, so he's got it down. They seem to like Bruno's physique. He beat Nathan Diasha, which I think was bullshit, and he shouldn't have beat Nathan. That was complete bullshit. But anyways, who do you guys have in 5th place? If Quentin can't come peeled and still full and not look long and lank, yeah, he will win the show. Yeah. So I said this is Quentin's show to lose. He's got the genetics and the shape over everybody, enough size. So, again, guys, for everyone that's joining, I'm doing cardio right now. So I decided to do my predictions while I do my cardio. Just letting you guys know that. So 5th place, I'm going to put Justin Shire in 5th place. Guys, remember to like the video. If you haven't already done so, please smash that like button. Appreciate you guys joining. I'll be covering the show this weekend too, doing the watch along. So make sure to join me for the watch along. It's going to be crazy. That's on Saturday. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. So because Justin hasn't competed in a while, Bruno has, I'm going to put Justin in 5th. 5th place for Justin. 4th. I'm going to put Patrick Moore in 4th. 3rd place. Shit. Still got John De La Rosa. Still got, obviously, John Jewett. Quentin. I got to get there. So if I have Patrick Moore in 4th, I got 3 spots left between Quentin, De La Rosa, Jordan, and John Jewett. So that doesn't work out. So I got to adjust everything here because that doesn't work. Because obviously Jordan Hutchinson's in the top 3. Man, this is tough. Kendall, Justin's back is either phenomenal and he's waiting to unveil it. Yeah, okay. Or it's still lagging and no, yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. My screensaver. Should have adjusted it before I started this so it doesn't turn off on me. Connie, and those are those your bodybuilding awards behind you? Yes, those are my awards up there. The YouTube plaque up there from Mutant Channel. Mr. Canada title up there. There's 2 of them up there. I promoted some bodybuilding shows, international show, IPB international show, nationals. So I have trophies from there. I have stuff on the wall here from all my shows. So I've been a part of the community. I've been a show promoter, obviously an athlete competitor myself, business owner. Got the cream of rice, guys. If you want some cream of rice, if you're in Canada, that's also my company, and you can order on Amazon. It's killing it on Amazon Canada, so go get you some cream of rice, blueberry muffin, chocolate cake, unflavored. We're coming out with 2 new flavors. Can't reveal that yet. It's going to be sick. And then obviously I got Mutant over there on the end. Use my promo code TSINK20. There's save 20% for the cream of rice. Use promo code Muscle Discord. Save yourself 10% on the website helixfoods.ca. We ship to the US, so if you're in the US, we ship to the US as well. So yeah, a little background there. Brian Nasser, what's up, brother? Just checking in. And Jewett is first. Wow, a lot of people are saying John Jewett's going to win this show. It's a possibility. Patrick Moore lacks the conditioning in this lineup, and yeah, I agree with that. Paul James, I agree with that statement. So I gotta rethink this. I've never done it on the fly like this. Usually I'm more prepared and do my cardio, but okay. So 8th place is still Lionel. 7th is Amir. 6th, I'm going to go with Patrick Moore in 6th. It's hard going back to first, so maybe I'm just going to pick my first place and go. I can work it back that way better instead of doing it this way because I keep changing my mind. Okay, so who do I think is going to win? You got John De La Rosa. We haven't seen any photos of him. John Jewett looks ridiculous. Quinton looks really good. Jordan Hutchinson looks maybe the best out of all the progress photos and video we've seen. I just don't know if Jordan has enough size. And De La Rosa's crazy, so to me, because De La Rosa has not posted any progress photos, and yeah, he's an Olympia competitor, Arnold. He's placed high. He won the show last year. I think he won the Tampa Pro. But he's not showing us anything. So how can I rightfully kind of place him here? Because you're only as good as the year you're competing in, and we haven't seen him, so I can't just by default put De La Rosa in first, especially if I haven't seen him. The only people I'm really impressed with is John Jewett, Jordan Hutchinson, and Quinton. And then I've seen Bruno as well. Patrick Moore hasn't showed the legs or anything yet. So for first place, Quinton, I'm a little concerned that when he takes the diuretic, but I talked to who he's working with, and they're going to make sure that they don't have that issue. But Quinton, man, I don't want to put it on the line for Quinton, but does anyone else have Quinton winning in here? Beef stew? Paul James, is it just me, or does beef stew always look a lot bigger in this? Yeah, he does. You're right. Beef does look better on stage and bigger when he stands next to these guys when he stands by himself. So I'm still trying to kind of go through the weeds here and figure out who's going to win. Thanks, you guys, for joining. I'm just getting my cardio done. Thought I'd do the predictions. I'm really leaning towards Jordan Hutchinson because he looks spot on. The conditioning, the shape, symmetry. But now when you put him next to like a guy like Quentin and John Jewett, you got to break it down pose for pose. Okay, what poses is Jordan going to beat De La Rosa in? Front double bicep probably goes to John De La Rosa. Then front lat spread, that probably goes to Jordan. Side chest, damn it, I don't know. Jordan looks pretty good in these poses from what he's been posting. But De La Rosa has a good side chest. It just depends on what condition De La Rosa is in. And Quentin. Side tricep, Jordan Hutchinson, great side tricep. Now he turned to the back. That's where De La Rosa is going to beat Jordan in both front, the back double and the rear lat spread. Chris White, no sleeping on, can't say his last name, Palacos' side shots are wild, yeah. Luke, I think Stu will be big compared to, yeah. It's just that Stu has a problem peaking. Sometimes he comes in watery or something. And he's missed his peak a few times. So we'll see. John De La Rosa seems to have figured out the formula with Patrick Tour. So they can get the glutes in now consistently. John Jewett and John D are both deadly from the back, yeah. So this is a tough one to choose. Something in my gut is telling me Jordan Hutchinson. It just looks so well-rounded with his conditioning and the gnarliness, the hardness to his muscle. But he also has nice shape and everything. Everything's popping on his physique. This is crazy. I can't. If Jordan Hutchinson wins this show, that's a big deal. He's headed to the Olympia. Damn it. You know what? I'm going to go with. I can't stop leaning towards Jordan to win this show. So I'm going to go with Jordan Hutchinson to win the 2025 Tampa Pro. This is crazy. But his videos and his progress, everything is like he looks perfectly peaked. It's and sorry, John De La Rosa, brother. John has been on my show a few times. Great guy. Quentin's been on my show. John Jewett's been on my show. Jordan, I haven't interviewed Jordan yet. I got to get him on the show. But Jordan is big boy. Does anyone know how much Jordan weighs? I should ask Jordan. But I don't know if anyone knows how much he weighs. Sorry, my screensaver keeps going off. 265. Because De La Rosa's like in the 240s. John Jewett's in the 250s. That's pretty impressive then if he's 265. Nick Walker's 269, 267. But I don't know how tall Jordan is. If that's a true weight, I'm just taking your word on that, 265. Hey guys, remember to smash that like button if you're just joining. Appreciate it. So I'm going to go with Jordan Hutchinson to win the show. So in second, which is saying a lot because Quentin looks good, fellow Canadian. Yeah, Nick Walker looks crazy. I admit I'm hard on Nick Walker because of the midsection. You know, it's an issue for me when he's relaxed. I don't like it. I don't like the way it represents things, but he looks ridiculous. So to be 260, 270 at 5'6", it's crazy. Jordan and Stu are both big, gnarly dudes with the dryness and vascularity. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's why I have Jordan winning. Quentin doesn't have that hardness to his muscle. He's got the conditioning, but he doesn't have that hardness. He could win the show too, though. I'm not going to count out Quentin to win the show, but I got to make a final prediction. So, and I got to stick to it. I have a feeling Quentin could look really good and be like, holy shit, yeah, he's totally winning when we see him on stage next to Jordan because he's so tall and he's going to dominate the size. That might impress the judges and they may lean towards Quentin. Even if Quentin doesn't need to be gnarly shredded. He's got the glutes in, he's ready, but now I'm starting to lean towards Quentin. It's tough. And if Quentin made improvements and his quads stay full, this is why this is one of the hardest shows to predict. There's probably like 4 guys that could potentially win the show. Nick is just over 5'7.5", not 5'6". Okay. Quentin might stand out in a bad way with the dry conditioning a lot. The others guys will be bringing. Yeah, that's true. And because they're all short, he's going to be that one tall dude. I think Bruno's in around the 6 foot though. Amir's taller, I think. Lionel, I don't know how tall Lionel is. I think he's like 5'9"-ish. Lionel's got this one. Hey, what if Lionel looks ridiculous? Like, what if he looks like Ronnie Coleman out there? I'm just like, what the fuck? Could be. But none of us know, so there's just no way to predict that. Not sure why he's doing the show, but we're going to find out. It'd be interesting to see what it looks like. Derek is just over 5'6". Hadi is just under 5'8". Yeah. They're all around 5'7", 5'6". Derek, too. Got 15 minutes left on my cardio. So, yeah, I got Jordan Hutchinson winning. In second place, I'm going to go with Quentin. In third, I'm going to go with John Jewett. In fourth, I'm going to go with Bruno. In fifth, I'm going to go with Beef Stew. In sixth, I'm going to go with Patrick Moore. I don't know, man. Amir could beat Patrick Moore. Amir comes in shredded. I'm going to put so first is wait a minute, John De La Rosa. This is how crazy this is. Okay, Jordan Hutchinson in first, Quentin in second, John De La Rosa in third, John Jewett in fourth, Bruno in fifth, Beef Stew in sixth, Justin Shire in seventh, Amir in eighth, and Patrick Moore in ninth, Lionel in 10th. This is crazy. Justin in the top three? No. I got Jordan first, Quentin second, De La Rosa third, John Jewett in fourth. And then I got Bruno in fifth, Beef Stew in sixth, Amir seven, Patrick eight. I think that's what I have. I just know top four is going to be Jordan in first, Quentin second, De La Rosa third, John Jewett fourth. Anywhere else, it's going to be impossible to pretty much predict. Anyone that does predict this correct is they deserve the credit. Just pretty much got to win the lottery to get this one correct. No one seems to know for sure if Hadi will make it to the Olympia. I think Hadi will make it to the Olympia. I think he knows he's making it to the Olympia because of the way he's training. He'll be at the Olympia. He's sponsored by an American company for years. He's recognized the Mr. Olympia champion, Arnold Classic champion. So there'd be no reason for him to get denied. There's people still coming here from Iran every day. So it's not like it's, that big of a deal. As long as you have the special circumstances, special athlete visa, then you can come. Now, Behrouz, we're going to have an update next week about Behrouz making it here. It looks like they've expedited it, and they're going to have an answer next week. I hope to God that Behrouz gets his visa approved, because that's going to scare a lot of people. Nick Walker, Martin Fitzwater, Tonio already beat, Behrouz already beat Tonio Burton, so that screws up Tonio's odds placing higher at the Olympia. Yeah, man. Agreed, David. Behrouz can be in that first call out. And then we got Nexzilla. See if he's going to make it. Got Akeem Williams. Andrew Jacked. So it's going to be a crazy Olympia. Samson Dauda. You're going to see. I think Samson most likely is going to win. But if he's off, I think the judges lean towards Samson's look over Hadi, because Samson's gotten bigger. He's improved. Right? But I know Hadi's going to be shredded. But, Hadi was in better condition than Samson last year, and he still lost. I didn't agree with that, but so they obviously prefer Samson's structure and shape over Hadi's. So Samson can just come in good condition again and good structure, and we should potentially win this. The only way Hadi's gonna win is if he just looks so crazy and the legs are full and big, like they were at the Arnold, then there's a chance. And if Samson's really off, which is a possibility. So we don't, it's going to be crazy. Going in person, I won't be there in person this year. I'll go next year, probably to both the Arnold and the Olympia. Because I think we might have a cream of rice booth at the Olympia and the Arnold. We'll see. We've got to get the product in, distributed in the US. But then I'd be at the booth. But Samson's conditioning was not Olympia champion. No, I mean, I said that. Said it was close, 10% away from it, to being, you know, Phil Heath and Ronnie Coleman and Dexter Jackson type conditioning. I don't know why he struggles with his condition. This is his full-time job, is to get in shape. And if you're not getting in shape, then you're slacking off on the job. You're not putting in the work. I'm not saying he's not putting in the work, but he's not putting in enough work. It's no excuse. When the Mr. Olympia wins and he's not the most conditioned guy. For most Mr. Olympia champions, the Olympia champion's always the most conditioned guy that wins. For the most part. That's in that top 4, top 5. Usually the winner is the most conditioned. Then he has everything else, the shape and structure, presentation. But not with last year. Samson had the best structure, but he didn't have the best condition. Yet they still like, they gave it to him and then they're like, ah, shit, we fucked up. And then they gave Derek the win at Arnold. Because he wasn't in shape. To me, he looked like he did at the Olympia, at the Arnold. So I don't know what the big deal was, but I guess they were like, well, yeah, we realize he's not in shape. I don't agree with the Samson Ronnie comparison. It's a little laughable. Yeah, it's not even close. It's not close. That's what I'm saying. From a conditioning standpoint, Samson probably has better shape, like structure, aesthetics, maybe than Ronnie. I still prefer Ronnie's structure over Samson's. But even Jay Cutler was like, not Jay Cutler, Phil Heath was like, there's no dominating champion anymore. Where he's like, you can just look at that one guy and be like, yeah, he's the best. When Ronnie was competing, like Ronnie was the best. People were afraid of that guy. Phil, same thing. Dorian, same thing. Lee, same thing. Samson, yeah. We don't know. 100%. The conditioning and the chest, everything on Ronnie versus Samson, not even close. And that goes for even Derek, for Hadi. It's not, Hadi's got the condition, but it's not the same way. When Ronnie flexed and when he posed, everything just came to life, his chest, everything. Same with Hadi. I mean, Hadi's got it. That's why Hadi is that good. He's that dangerous. That's why Nick Walker is afraid of Hadi. When he talks about anyone, his biggest threat is Hadi. Doesn't say Samson, doesn't say Derek. He says Hadi Shupan. quality difference is night and day. Samson, yeah, I wouldn't say he's a blob, okay, but yeah, the skin, the film of water still there. It's not like it's not Jordan Hutchinson dry, right? It's not that type of detail. Can you imagine if Samson had that type of conditioning? Yeah, I had Hadi winning the against Derek that year. Yes, winning, because that's when Derek had the stuff in his lats showing. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video. It's not gonna be pretty. We're gonna talk about what's going on with these body parts, and make sure I'm doing the hot takes. I'm doing the hot takes. Okay, I just did a hot take today on the fit model division, which I think is a fucking joke. Can you like? Did you see the nothing against the girl that won her pro card? She didn't do any. She just did the show because she's allowed to do the show. So she got her easy pro card. But I just think that's going to be on the Olympia stage next year. Why? For what? What benefit to the audience does that bring? If you want to have the fit model in the NPC, in the regional shows, just to kind of get them ready, this kind of a novice level show, sure, fine, whatever. Make money doing it that way. But eventually they have to build into bikini class. This is a stepping stone. But don't have fit model on the Olympia stage. So, anyways, that's my hot takes. I'll be doing hot takes on very specific topics. Dave Thomas, I may be wrong, but Samson only got a year or two left. Yeah, I don't know. Samson, man, like he lost to Arnold. Quick. He had the Olympia title for like a couple months. They lost it. You know what? Ronnie Coleman did that too, though. He lost to Gunther at the GNC Pro. So I mean, it happens. And then he came back, and Ronnie he was Olympia for years. So, but I agree. I don't know. I mean, at least Ronnie Coleman had his conditioning figured out, but Samson doesn't have the conditioning. Chris Cormier is 100% correct about the guys juicing up their body parts. Yep, it's going to be a topic on Hot Take. So don't miss out. Make sure you guys subscribe so you see it. Remember to smash that like button, guys. Appreciate you guys joining me for my little impromptu cardio session, live stream. Kill some time. Yes, they are. They are doing the quads. That's why the muscle doesn't move when they flex. You look at Samson's biceps. You look at Derek's biceps. The only two athletes in the top 5 that have good biceps is Hadi Chupon and Andrew Jack. My alarm just went off. So that's it. Martin doesn't have the biceps. Derek doesn't have the biceps. Samson definitely doesn't have the biceps. Tonio is, Tonio's biceps. you know, I'm trying to think of who has like the best biceps. Oh, and Nick Walker has crazy biceps. So I forgot to mention Nick. So there's 3 guys in the top. That's for sure. Nick Walker's. There's nothing in those biceps that I can tell. It's crazy. His arms are like, I don't know how he got his arms like that, man. It's crazy. Derek's got to be careful. Have you ever tried it? No, I've never tried it. I've never even done like GH or insulin or anything like that. I only competed at like 180 pounds in the middleweight division. So I didn't need to really do that stuff. So is Hadi definitely confirmed to be a Guinea? Yeah, Hadi's going to be here. He's coming. He's coming to the U.S. There's been problems with Iran before. Remember when Trump was well, was that when Hadi was competing at 2019? Yeah, so he's been here before when Trump's doing these Muslim bans and stuff. So he'll be here. What's up, Kevin? Nick and Crizzle. Yeah, oh yeah, Crizzle's arms. Yeah, that's true. Crazy biceps. Akeem has some good biceps. But yeah. Oh yeah, Brandon Curry too. Brandon Curry's got some crazy bicep. Can't forget about Brandon Curry. Bonak's arms are kind of starting to go away a little bit on him. Triceps. But he's got like real biceps still. One of the few left. Isn't it sad that's where we're at though? That we can't see biceps anymore? What the hell? Classic physique, that's where you'll see the real biceps and all the cuts and striations. At the O this year, maybe I'm saying Nexzilla is going to shock a lot of people. Or I could be completely wrong on that one, but I think if Nexzilla makes it, it's going to be Nexzilla. If Behrouz, then Behrouz. Tonio could be in there. Regan Grimes, I don't think he's going to be in the mix. I don't think Brandon's doing the Masters. He said he wasn't doing it. It's another person I had on the podcast was Brandon Curry, and he says I'm not doing the Masters, and he's not on the list for the Masters. And I don't think he would want to do that. That's tough flying all the way out there. My co-host Phil Clayhart is doing the Masters Tokyo, and he looks crazy. I've seen his photos. He sent me some private photos. He's coming in. It's ridiculous how he looks. I am surprised he's 51 can look that way. I said Rolly should have done the Masters, and I said Johnny Jackson should do the Masters. Johnny still has lots of muscle. I worked with Johnny Jackson for Mutant. Did a lot of video shoots with Johnny Jackson when he was in his prime, training crazy chest traps. Crazy to see that in person. So I think Johnny Jackson should do the Masters next year or whenever it's coming back. If the Masters was in the U.S., it would do well. You get a lot more athletes competing. All right, guys. Well, I'm done my cardio. I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you guys this weekend for the Tampa Pro. I'm going to do the watch along for that. So make sure you guys join. All right. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.